Good evening and welcome to Kini News. Recently, there have been several rumours of a movement to collect statutory declarations from MPs. Today, an UMNO MP has admitted that he had collected SDs from several BN lawmakers.
Padang Rengas MP, Nazri Abdul Aziz, has admitted to collecting statutory declarations or SDs from BN lawmakers. When contacted by Malaysiakini, Nazri said that 25 declarations had been signed to give Sembrong MP Hishammuddin Hussein the mandate to speak on behalf of BN to the young di-Pertuan Agong. However, he said, the declaration was not meant to support Hishammuddin as Prime Minister. According to Nazri, a majority of BN's lawmakers have lost confidence in the coalition's chairperson, Ahmad Zahid Hamidi. Nazri said he lost trust in Zahid to represent the party when he found out that the king wanted to meet party leaders. This was as Zahid had given misleading information to the Agong that BN MPs supported PKR President Anwar Ibrahim as Prime Minister in October. He added that he believes Hishammuddin will tell the truth that they did not support Anwar or DAP. Nazri's remarks came following rumours of a movement to collect SDs from MPs. On Monday, UMNO Secretary General Ahmad Maslan acknowledged the existence of the SDs. However, he said he had not been approached to sign anything. PKR has also condemned what it claimed were renewed efforts to collect SDs earlier this month. PKR Communications Director Fahmi Fadzil has said that those seeking endorsements in the form of SDs were setting themselves up for positions in the government.
Before our next story, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you who have supported us through the years. Over 60 of you with your names down in the ticker below have graciously contributed to Kini TV in the month of May, and we truly appreciate this. If you would like your name to appear in that ticker, don't worry, we're not going to ask you to sign an SD. Instead, if you like our content, do consider a donation. Click on the link in the description below to find out how you can contribute. Now, let's get back to Nazri. The former Barisan National Secretary General used to support PKR President Anwar Ibrahim. So has that changed? Let's find out in this story.
Padang Rengas MP, Nazri Abdul Aziz, believes that UMNO was no longer under threat and so did not need to work with PKR President Anwar Ibrahim anymore. He told Malaysiakini this in response to a question on why he had changed his support for Anwar. Previously, in 2018, Nazri as then BN Secretary General had tried to lobby support for Anwar in an effort to save UMNO from being dissolved. However, since then, he has become more vocal against UMNO working with the PKR president. Nazri said, at the time, he felt that he had to be close to the next PM and then coax him not to dissolve UMNO. According to him, this was as former Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad was set on dissolving the party. However, the situation changed when the Pakatan Harapan government collapsed in February 2020. Nazri said support for Anwar was no longer necessary once UMNO joined the government. He added that he was now comfortable that UMNO will never be dissolved. Earlier, Nazri had revealed that 25 statutory declarations from BN MPs were signed to support giving Sembrong MP Hishammuddin Hussein the mandate to speak on behalf of BN to the young di-Pertuan Agong. Nazri had said that he trusted Hishammuddin to tell the truth that they don't support Anwar or DAP.
The European Union said it has already shipped over 4 million Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine doses and approved the export of another 5 million doses for Malaysia. This came amidst claims of vaccine hoarding by the bloc.
Claims that the European Union was hoarding COVID-19 vaccines are baseless, said EU Ambassador to Malaysia Michaelis Rokas. Rokas said the actions by the European Union proved that it was very concerned about the issue. According to Cosmo Online, he said this at the virtual launch of the EU Asian Programme to support COVID-19 response in Malaysia yesterday. Rokas said all requests from the Malaysian government regarding the distribution of vaccines to the country have been approved without any problems by the EU Secretariat. This came a day after the matter was brought up by Coordinating Minister for the National COVID-19 Immunisation Programme or NIP, Khairi Jamaluddin. Earlier this week, Khairi had highlighted global vaccine inequity and claimed that EU countries had been stocking up on supplies. Khairi had said this in response to a comment piece in Utusan Malaysia that compared the vaccination program rollout in Malaysia to Hungary. According to Bernama, Rokas said the EU had approved the export of around 5 million doses of vaccines to help Malaysia accelerate the NIP. He said that the figures as of June 15 showed that a total of 4.87 million doses of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine and 560,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine had been shipped to Malaysia, adding that these were procured via the COVAX scheme. Rokas added that the exports, as requested by Malaysia, were approved instantly, that is within 2 to 3 days, and also been given due exception because of the pandemic emergency.
Shellfish, red meat, and beer. If you love indulging in these foods, you may end up with high uric acid level in your blood. These foods consist high level of purine, a substance that will eventually break down into uric acid and be excreted through our urine. It is recommended that the amount of dietary purines should be kept between 600 to 1000 milligrams per day. Having too much uric acid in your blood can cause attacks of gout. It can also cause kidney stones and blockage in the kidney. The crystallization of the excessive uric acid in your blood can be eased by reducing purine-rich food to only 100 to 150 milligrams daily, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and consuming urinary alkalinizer like Ural. It consists of sodium bicarbonate, citric acid, and sodium citrate that increases the urinary pH and solubility of uric acid to prevent crystallization. Best of all, it's lemon-flavored and sugar-free. Ural, effective urinary alkalinizer. Neutralize your uric acid problem now.
An advisor to Science, Technology and Innovation Minister Khairi Jamaluddin has responded to DAP Secretary General Lim Guan Eng after he questioned the whereabouts of those 5 million vaccine doses from the European Union. An advisor to Science, Technology and Innovation Minister Khairi Jamaluddin said that vaccines that Malaysia had received from Europe had already been administered. In a post on Twitter, Muhammad Gaus Azam, who is Khairi's science advisor, said that the vaccines are in the arms of Malaysians. He said this in response to DAP Secretary General Lim Guan Eng, who had earlier called on the government to reveal what happened to the 5 million vaccine doses that had been sent by the European Union. This came in turn after the EU ambassador to Malaysia, Michalis Rokas, said that as of the 15th of June, they had shipped a total of 4.87 million doses of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine and 560,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine to Malaysia. Guan Eng had called for the clarification, saying that it was necessary after Rokas denied Khairi's allegations that the EU was hoarding vaccines. Gauss clarified that some 4 million doses of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine had arrived, while another 445,000 will arrive between this week and the next, bringing the total close to 4.87 million doses that the EU had approved to export. This tallied with the estimate given by the EU ambassador. The 4.87 million Pfizer doses delivered, however, is just 10.8% of the 44.8 million doses that Malaysia has ordered. He added that 828,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine from the COVAX facility had been delivered via UNICEF. Meanwhile, during his address at the World Bank Malaysia's Economic Monitor report today, Khairi once again highlighted the issue of global vaccine inequity. He said the hoarding of the vaccines by industrialized countries was immoral and called on the World Bank to be a strong voice for developing countries on the global vaccine inequity.
I think the World Bank has the responsibility to bring the voice of the developing world in raising what I think is extremely immoral. And that is the hoarding of vaccines by the industrialized countries. We are appreciative of the donations that we will be receiving from advanced countries in the coming weeks. But then this does not do away with what has taken place over the last few months, and that is the cornering of the vaccine market.
New COVID-19 cases are back past the 5,000 mark, with Selangor once again leading in the highest number of new infections. The Health Ministry reported 5,244 new COVID-19 cases today. The Klang Valley showed no signs of improving, with Selangor recording the highest number of new cases with 2,001. This was followed by Negeri Sembilan with 677 new cases, Sarawak with 577, and Kuala Lumpur with 531. Meanwhile, in a tweet today, Health Minister Dr. Arham Baba revealed that a total of 6,301,727 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine has been administered in the country as of yesterday. From this, 1.7 million had received both doses. Selangor, Sarawak, Johor, Perak and Kuala Lumpur were the 5 states with the highest number of recipients having completed both doses. He revealed that 250,529 doses had been administered yesterday. The third phase of the national COVID-19 immunization program began in the Klang Valley on Monday at the National Stadium Vaccination Centre (PPV) in Bukit Jalil. The government said the Klang Valley was the first to move into Phase 3 because 99% of registered senior citizens in the Klang Valley and 88% in Selangor registered for the vaccination had either received the first dose of the vaccine jab or received their appointment dates. That's a wrap from me today. For more stories, go to kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook, where you can find the latest headlines. If you would like to support the independent media, please do consider a subscription to Malaysiakini.com. If you're heading out, please don't forget your mask, and when you can, do try to stay home. I'm Daniel Anthony. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay safe, Malaysia.